Hello everyone, I'm Janie and I'm the head physio at Healthshift. Today we're going to be giving all the love and attention we can to your back, so it's also a spinal mobility class. So whether you're experiencing any sort of discomfort or pain, or it could be due to your sedentary lifestyle or driving too much, anything where you feel some sort of stiffness around your lower back or upper back and you just want someone to stretch it out, this class is for you. We're going to be going through a series of feel-good movements and I promise you're going to be feeling a lot more better after this. We're going to be starting with a very basic exercise, also called as the cat and camels. Let's get started. All I want you to do is use this exercise to basically introduce yourself or your back to a lot more heavier movements after this. We're doing this exercise to not only open your back, but also to remind you that we have multiple segments that make up the back. And this exercise you can use to tune into your movements and understand how each and every single vertebrae or your backbones of the body move in sync. I want you to breathe in while you arch and breathe out while you round your back. Couple of seconds to go. Fully allow your hands and your knees to sink to the floor while you relax in this position. Perfect. Now we're going to step up the intensity a little bit and try to raise our knees off the floor when we do the same exercise. Of course, if you want a more relaxing variation, you can always just keep your knees on the floor and continue. Knees off the ground, arch and round. Lovely. Arch and round. When you get tired, drop the knees to the floor, continue arching and rounding, and whenever you're ready, back up. Lovely. A good ratio you can use is 3 to 4 repetitions off the floor and 1 and 2 repetitions on the ground. All right, looking good. Almost there, keep breathing. 5, 2, 1, and relax. Nice start. Let's move on to the next exercise, which is also opening the sides of the lower back with your regular central back. Left hand goes on the floor on the forearms, very close to the body, and let the right hand follow along while you tilt forward, giving a small touch to the floor. From here, I put both of my forearms down, I go towards the opposite side and repeat the same exercise. Lovely. Let's keep moving. The key is to make sure that you're always keeping your back rounded before you're twisting towards the opposite side. Nice work. Inhale, exhale before you twist. And relax. Nice work. Take a couple of seconds of rest. Make sure you're wearing comfortable clothing for this class because you do want your back to be fully opened and ready for it. Come on. Let's get started with the second round. This time we are going all the way sideways, leaning forward, sideways, again leaning forward and directly switching to the opposite side. Lovely. So try to close your eyes when you do this exercise so you have more of a proprioceptive feel of where your spine is working the hardest. Perfect. Figure out ways you can make the exercise a lot more relaxing for you. Everyone's torso is shaped in a different way, so what feels good for me might not feel good for you. Perfect. We're now going to go to some cobra to child's pose position. One of them is a little bit more basic, one of them becomes a little bit more tougher. Let's start in a regular cobra position, arching your back, and then I want you to round your back while you pulse a couple of times with your heels going close to your buttocks. Again, inhale, try to touch your hips to the floor, and exhale while you take your hips all the way down. Perfect. Let's keep moving. Every exhale that you are taking, I want you to declutter your mind one thought at a time. All these minutes that you're spending moving your body is just for you, your mind and your body. And relax. In the next round, we are going to avoid touching the knees to the floor, which is of course only optional. So we're doing the same exercises, except when we're going into a cobra pose, you want your knees off the floor, like this. All right, once you do this, knees on the ground and child's pose. Again, knees off the floor as early as you can, and then tap the floor and repeat. Beautiful. Just keep trying. It is not a compulsory thing, but if your body is able to give that extra load, use all the chances you have. Nice work. We're almost done. Keep moving. Lovely. Let's wrap up and take a break. All right, the next exercise we're doing are scorpions, an extremely feel-good exercise for your lower back. All we're doing is a modified variation today. I want you to bend your knees and rotate as much as you can towards the ceiling and use your hands to give that extra push, keeping your chest close to the ground. Perfect. Bend, rotate, push through, hold for a second or two, and once again, come back. Nice work. We're almost there. The more you can try to rotate your chest towards the floor, the more of a ringing action we're going to get of your lower back, and the more stretch we can attain. Let's switch towards the opposite side. Same exercise. And let's go. Rotate out. Give a couple of pulses and push, and back down. Nice work. If your body is not relaxed to do this exercise, you can even take yourself or prop yourself up like this to make it a little bit more easier. But of course, that's your option. And relax. Beautiful. Let's switch to the next exercise, which in a kneeling position or a partial lunge position, we're opening up the middle back as well as a little bit of your lower back. Hands in front of you. Let's rotate all the way out. See if you're able to grab your ankles, give a nice big raise of the opposite hand, and come back to neutral. Perfect. You do not have to go down unless you are able to. You should be feeling that your spine is working very, very hard to drive you through all of these three ranges. Looking good. Keep going. Rotate, drop, up, back, and repeat. Two, one, and relax. Lovely. We're going to switch to the opposite side. All right, let's go. Rotate, drop, hands up, hands down, and repeat. If you feel it's getting way too tough, or if you're struggling with balance, you do not need to put your hands down. I want you to do it like this and then come back. Keep making modifications. Alternatively, if your knee or your bottom knee is hurting, then you can double up your yoga mat or place a small cushion right under the knees to help you do this exercise better. Perfect. By now you would have realized that it just looks easy, but it is extremely tough. And let's take a break. We're now going to be doing 2 lying down exercises where we're also focusing on the flexibility of your lower back and your hamstrings. Hands all the way down. I want you to give a good hug to your knees, round your back, and once again, take yourself up through momentum and touch your heels or your ankles as far away as you can. Perfect. I like to exhale over here and I like to inhale over here. Exhale over here and inhale when you're going back. Lovely. Now if you notice, both of these exercises are emphasizing how well we can round our back and relax. If you prefer to keep your head down for the stretch variation, feel free to do that. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out, and let's get started. Give a nice hug, drive the knees away from you, get into a very relaxing position before you're continuing. Perfect. Let's keep moving. Of course, if you like one stretch quite a bit, you can hang in here for a couple of seconds. But if you know that you need to work quite a bit on your hamstring mobility, you can give a couple of pulses. Use your hands to pull your leg up so your body can go closer towards the leg. We're almost there, and relax. Perfect. You did amazing. We have a very nice and very relaxing exercise left to go, where I just hug my arms above my head and I'm just going to let my entire hip drop towards one side. Try to look towards the opposite side while you do this. This is going to give a very nice stretch to your lower back. So it's more like a feel-good exercise. It is not compulsory to keep moving, but it is always good to not only build some strength, but to also help you push better in the next repetition. Come on, let's keep moving. You can even take your legs out or your ankles out more laterally, like a step outwards, so you can push better inwards. All right. Let's move on to the opposite side. We're almost done after this. Your heart rate should be dropping, your breathing rate should be dropping, and make sure you're complementing this with the exercise. Let's get started. Drop it, give a good exhale, and up and inhale. Drop it down, exhale. Make sure you're feeling the stretch right over here before you return back. Try to visually and mentally declutter your mind with every single repetition over here. We're almost there. Couple of more seconds. 2, 1, and relax. Fantastic. All right. We are done for the day. We have done all of the exercises. You can just try out the movements, do some simple repetitions. You should be feeling a lot more better and felt like someone has actually unlocked your spine. And at the end, it is you and you only. So good work today. I'll see you in the next class. Bye.